Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're all doing good today. So in today's video, I have the tutorial, not a tutorial, but a review on the LORAC Nude Necessities palette. And it just has a very sleek and mirrory outside. So this is the way that the palette looks inside, and you do get a very big mirror with it. And I would say that this is a palette for someone who loves nude eyeshadow, just because you don't get any color options, you don't get a lot of dark options either. It's just, I would say, for an everyday look, for work and for school. I think those would be great options for someone who has, or who, this would be a great option for someone who just uses makeup mainly for those reasons. You know what I mean? So you don't need anything colorful. You don't, actually some jobs don't even allow you to wear anything like over the top. So I would say this is a great palette for you. Is it the same as the Lorac Pro palette? And I did bring them out for you because I'm going to swatch a similar shade, because I kind of want to show you the quality of the way that these perform, and also that, I mean, I would say these two perform the same way because it's Lorac Pro, you know what I mean? But I still wanted to show it to you just so you can get an idea and, you know, just know. Some people dislike the Lorac Pro palettes because of how much kickback they have, how much fallout they have whenever you're applying them, and how powdery and just creamy that they are. I mean, it's a good thing because they have a lot of pigment, but it's a bad thing. Some people don't like them just because of that. But I do have to say that this one does have fallout. Like, it does have fallout. I'm not even gonna say that it doesn't. I applied this one all over the eyelid area today, and I had it all on the bottom. So maybe it's the brush that I used, but either way, I'm telling you, it had a fallout on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch one that looks kind of the same. Now, I'm not saying that they're exactly the same, but I'm going to swatch Rosé right here so you can see, you know, and it's very powdery. It has fallout. So this is Rosé, and maybe I should have picked a darker color, but honestly there's not a lot to choose from this palette that can be similar to the other ones. And I'm going to swatch light bronze from this one. Again, it's not a pinky shimmer. I'm not comparing it because of the color exactly. I'm comparing it just so you can see the quality of the eyeshadow. So this is the swatch for it. Again, creamy, very, very pigmented, but of course it's powdery. You do get fallout. Okay, so I'll swatch this one for you because it looks similar to the other two that I just swatched from the other two palettes. And this is the way that this one looks. It's still, you know, it performs the same way, and the quality is the same. Like, it does look like it's the same. So for today's eyeshadow look, I used the colors from this palette. Every single one is from this palette. So I also applied a primer, just so you know, because I feel like all eyeshadows perform better with an eyeshadow primer, and I really recommend that. So I set my primer with the light shade. It's just a light beige shade. And then I went in the transition area with this brown, and you pretty much get a cool one and a warm one, which I feel are the transition colors from this palette. And I went in with this champagne, very shimmery eyeshadow all over the eyelid area. That's just the way that I love my eyeshadows to look, just shimmery on the eyelid area. And I went in with the darkest brown that's in this palette for the outer corner of my eye. I blended it all in, and they blend out really nice. They're very smooth, and I do really like the eyeshadows. This is one of those palettes that I feel like I'm going to be reaching for a lot. Even if I wear like colorful eyeshadows and I have a palette that I don't have a lot of nudes in there, like a lot of neutral shades, I can always pick up, you know, like a neutral. This is not a good example because there's a lot of neutrals in here, but just say you have like a colorful eyeshadow palette that doesn't have transition colors or doesn't have a lot of neutrals for you to do the blending and all that. You can pair it up with this eyeshadow palette and it'll work out great. I also feel like it's great for traveling if you do that and you don't want to think about what to wear. You just want some neutral tones and just change it up a little bit. I think this is a great palette for that. So I would really recommend it. I do love it. I think it's nice, and of course, you know, you saw the swatches and everything. They perform nicely and the colors are great, and I think it's worth it for $30. So if you're someone who, you know, just wants an eyeshadow palette, a very basic eyeshadow palette that still performs good, I do recommend it. I think I'm gonna get great use out of it because I'm loving these type of shades. But I also feel like later on, once I start wearing colors or colorful eyeshadows and I don't have a transition shade or a crease shade or something like that, and I need something to pair it up, I know I can go to this palette and it'll work out like that. So don't feel like it's not going to be good just because it's not as expensive as the Pro palettes or the Unzip palettes. It's still a great palette. It's just smaller, you get less eyeshadows, but overall it's great and it performs just perfectly. I really like it. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see here on Beauty News. There's a little red subscribe button below if you want to get notified every single time I upload a video. I know I always say that, but some people don't really know. Like, for real. I remember before, whenever I would just watch YouTube but never subscribed, I didn't know what it really was or if it cost money. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I say that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.